And we've got some breaking news. I wanted to quickly update you on the lone survivor of yesterday's helicopter tragedy. Group Captain Varun Singh has been shifted from Wellington to Bengaluru. The officer who has suffered 50% burn injuries and was on board to escort General Rawat from Sulur to Wellington has been on life support since yesterday's tragedy. He is the sole survivor, and these are images of Group Captain Varun Singh arriving at the Air Force Command Hospital in Bengaluru for further treatment. He's been fighting for his life. He's been critical but stable, and now he is in Bengaluru for further treatment. A nation is praying for the speedy and full recovery of Group Captain Varun Singh, Shaurya Chakra. Live with me for more on this, Abhishek. Group Captain Varun Singh, the brave officer who survived the crash, has been shifted to Bengaluru. We've got images of him arriving at the Bengaluru Air Force Command Hospital.
Well, Shiv, everybody's praying for him that, somehow he can make it. But the situation remains quite critical. That's what we've been hearing, and that's the reason why he had to be shifted from the military hospital in Wellington to the command hospital in Bengaluru. And he is undergoing, very, very intense medical treatment. He has more than 50% burns on his body. So he still remains critical, but what people have told us that otherwise he's been stable. He's been on life support. And hopefully, fingers crossed, prayers for him all across the country, that at least he can be the lone survivor in that ill-fated crash. And perhaps at some point he will be able to tell the tale what exactly happened.
I think he's critical. He's been on life support since yesterday when he was pulled, miraculously alive from the wreckage. What are doctors saying? He's been critical but stable. They obviously needed to move him to a better equipped hospital, and that's what they've managed to do now.
Yes, and that's the reason why they did not waste any time. There were no further delays in ensuring that he reaches Bengaluru as early as possible. He was at the base hospital since the crash, and once the mortal remains also moved from here, he was also first taken by road till Sulur, and then from there he was airlifted. He is in safe hands. So there are two things, Shiv. At one point of time, everybody is praying that the group captain survives and he gets out of this. And the other significant aspect is the investigation that is underway. I have been close to the crash site for over 2 hours now, and there have been various teams. There was a drone team of the Tamil Nadu police that was there. They have done the mapping of the area, and other than that, the tri-service team has also arrived to look into all aspects of the air crash. So we can tell you that senior officers of the Air Force and the Army, I saw them go up to the crash site. One of them was an Air Marshal. I cannot confirm whether it was Air Marshal Manvindra Singh or not, but it was an Air Marshal, a 3-star officer, because I saw the car move up. The face was covered with a mask, so it was difficult to recognize him. But the team is there even now as we speak. So one can only hope that as early as possible we have some clarity on what exactly happened. It's going to be a long process. Data needs to be retrieved, data needs to be studied. All of that might take time, but we all hope that we get a clear picture of what really went wrong.
And we're all praying for his full recovery. He's a brave pilot, Abhishek. He received the Shaurya Chakra earlier this year for a mid-air emergency in a fighter jet, an event that happened in October last year. He received that Shaurya Chakra this year, 12 months later, fighting for his life on ventilator support, now at the Air Force Command Hospital. Of course, he's not conscious at this point of time, but when he gains consciousness and when he recovers, and we're all praying for that, he will also be a key element in the crash investigation. He survived, something that 13 other people perished in, Abhishek. So he will be key to, what really happened in the air.
Definitely, Shivis. If he is able to recall exactly what happened, he will be a very, very crucial factor in the investigation. And, his situation remains critical. That's what we've been told time and again. But fingers crossed, everybody is hoping that this ill-fated helicopter can have at least one survivor. And, the group captain, as we know, Varun Singh, is a brave heart, a Shaurya Chakra, as you mentioned. So he's a fighter. And God willing, he will come out of it, Shiv. All of us praying for him.
For him, and I know that all of our viewers are praying for Group Captain Varun Singh. He's, his name is on everyone's lips, those who have faith today, because he is a brave officer who has miraculously survived this crash, but his condition is not good. He's critical, he's on life support. He's now been moved to one of the country's best military hospitals, the IAF Command Hospital, and we will continue to update you on his health. We're expecting the Air Force to give us an update in a short while from now.